All of the information presented here is from sources such as newspapers, magazine articles, including the Israeli press, UN and US government public information, and from information put out by various peace groups, and anyone can access this information. Another thing I want to make quite clear is that this is not about the Israeli or Jewish people. This is about the policies and practices of the Israeli government. And it's also about US policies and practices that define our relationship with Israel. So a little introduction. Between 2000 and 2009, the United States gave Israel about $24 billion of military aid. US taxpayer money paid for and delivered 500 categories of weapons. US supplied tear gas, bulldozers, white phosphorus were used by Israel to commit human rights abuses of the Palestinians. Evidence exists showing that Israel misuses US weapons to commit human rights abuses of Palestinians during its 44-year occupation. So let's give a little history. Where did all this aid start? How did this come about? 1949 to 2008. In 1949, the United States provided Israel with its first US foreign aid. It was about $100 million. And it was an import-export bank loan. The loan marked the beginning of Israel becoming the largest recipient of total US foreign assistance. From 1949 to 2008, the United States provided Israel with more than $103.6 billion of total foreign assistance, comprised mainly of military aid. So here's what it looks like, 2009 to 2018. $3.1 billion a year, totaling $30 billion. And that works out to about $8.2 million a day that we're all paying. It buys tear gas, house demolitions, and white phosphorus. Civilian fatalities caused by these weapons from September 2000 to December 2009, the Strip. According to the Israeli human rights organization B'Tselem, the Israeli Information Center for Human Rights in the Occupied Territories. 458 people were killed by helicopter, 326 by tank, 50 by fighter jet, that sort of thing. So one example, 14-year-old Mohammed was hit in the chest with a rubber bullet. An Israeli soldier fired a tear gas canister at him and it exploded near his face and killed him. House demolitions. Using specially modified bulldozers supplied by Caterpillar Corporation, since 1967, Israel has destroyed an estimated 24,813 Palestinian homes in the occupied territory. During the occupation CAS led Israel's December 2008 attack on the Gaza Strip, which killed 1,419 Palestinians and injured 5,300, the Israeli military fired white phosphorus artillery shells at civilian targets, including a UN compound, 2 hospitals, and a civilian home. So, in the past, we put sanctions on Israel? Yes. But, despite Israel's killing of 2,969 Palestinians from 2000 to 2009, and its other human rights abuses, so we used to sanction them, but from 2000, it seems, we've done nothing. Congress and the President should take immediate steps to end all U.S. military aid to Israel until it abides by the UN Security Council Resolution 242. Termination of all claims of state of belligerency and respect for all, and acknowledgement of the sovereignty, territorial integrity, and political independence of every state in the area, and their right to live in peace with secure and recognized boundaries, free from threats of active force. It affirms further the necessity for guaranteeing freedom of navigation through international waterways in the area, achieving a just settlement for the refugee problem, and guaranteeing the territorial inviolability and political independence of every state in the area through measures including the establishment of a demilitarized zone. Why does Israel control every water and medical availability? Why does Israel continue to build illegal settlements on stolen Palestinian land? Why does Israel go against UN resolutions of world opinion? Why does Israel continue to use American weapons of mass destruction against an unarmed Palestinian civilian population in violation of the FAA? And because we let them. It's time to hold Israel accountable, end Israeli war crimes, and stop the blank check.